up, everybody? This is Tina, aka Tina versus Sickle Cell. I really should have taken my medicine before I started this, but I'm not gonna lie, this video might be a little bit long, just a little bit, but I need to get my points across and get my points out to y'all. So it is Tuesday, and oh Lord Jesus, I think I might pause this to go get some medicine. Hold on, sit tight please. Alright, sorry y'all before I was so rudely interrupted by Sickle Cell. I wanted to say I have a couple different things that I want to talk to y'all about. The first one, I don't know which one to really do first, but let's go ahead and get into it. So I guess I'll make this one first. Last night, well, not really, I don't know if you can call it last night, the entire day from Monday, let's just say it like that. I woke up like 8:27, something like that. Stomach having a little bit of pain, but you know, I'm thinking, okay, it's just normal, something just hurting anyways. I usually hurt more in the mornings, getting up anyways for some strange reason. Got my son to school. I'm sorry, y'all, I might have to take a couple breaks during this. I'm still having some pain going, and it's not nearly as severe as it was, but it's not good. It's not nice. So yeah, I got my son to school probably like about 9 something, late as always. But I got him off to daycare and I came back, and when I came back, I started noticing that pain was a little bit worse. I'm thinking, I'm trying to get my medication. As I said in a couple other videos, I got my pain medication, my tolerance, if you will, or is, to me, however much the dosage and the amount of medicine that I had to take, I got that down to a really, really, I won't call it low, but a really good place for me. My doctor was happy, I was happy. After that last hospital stay, the switch went off, baby, because, yeah, I went from taking like 2 pills, being like 2 half pills during the day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, to pretty much taking 1 to 2 pills of my normal pain management, that the only one that I have here, or one of the ones that I have here, the one that I start with. I went from taking half pill to a whole pill, to 2 pills a day, 2 whole pills a day, to pills every 4 hours pretty much. And then once I went from there to noticing that I'm going from every 4 hours to taking like 1 to 2 pills every 4 something hours. My pain was not under control at all, and that had been for like a good week. And as I'm talking now, I'm kind of noticing that I've been having this pain on that side off and on for maybe a couple days, not just yesterday. But anyways, I spent 10 hours in the ER, not going up to the room, I only waited for like, what, 45 minutes to an hour, because they were really busy. Probably about 45 minutes to an hour. No, it was a little bit over an hour, just a little bit over an hour, before they actually got me back into a room, because I have a Mediport. They couldn't do everything that they needed or wanted to do, you know, out in the lobby, drawing blood and all this stuff, because they weren't, you know, sure about my veins, and I wasn't finna let them play with me, because the way I was feeling was horrible. As the day went on, I think I went in there, I got into a room at like probably what, 1, 2 o'clock, no, probably about 2 o'clock, and I didn't see a doctor, not a nurse, for a while. And then they finally came in and talked to me, and I was like, oh, thank God for Dr. Roth. Dr. Roth is the most compassionate, like A1 bedside manner, knows me, knows what to do for me, knows what, you know, he's just really knowledgeable of me personally being a sickle cell patient. So I'm ever, ever, ever grateful. Dr. Roth, you can never die, never retire, don't leave me ever. Yeah, well, that lasted for a short time, then they switched doctors like 2 hours later. Anyways, the pain that I was having, every time I would like go to the bathroom, and it's not, you know, down there, don't worry about that. It was in my stomach, my side, like right here. around my appendix. What they were looking at, what he was looking at was my appendix, of course, make sure I don't have appendicitis, my kidneys, and then when they switched the doctors, I had to have one CT, and when I say I was in and out of the CT like that, and when the other doctor came in, he told me what they found on the scan, but he wanted to do another one and a sonogram with contrast and stuff because he thought that it was something else. He wasn't gonna focus on that. He thought it was something else. Am I gonna trip because at least you're trying to be thorough? I didn't really care for the first thing out of his mouth when he walked in the door was the issue about Benadryl and sickle cell patients with taking Dilaudid. Here's one thing. I don't know not one, and this is one thing I didn't really say it like this because when you have doctors, I really need to wrap this up because it's already 6 minutes. When you have doctors that they come off and you already know they're a little bit difficult, sometimes you have to know how to talk to these doctors. I never try, unless they're just blatantly disrespectful, something like that, get out of my room, give me somebody else. I haven't done that. I haven't had to, thank God. I should have one time. But with these doctors, you got to kind of know how to talk to them to make it seem like you're, I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say it because I might just have to give y'all an example in another video. But I had to barter with him, and nobody should have to do that for medicine that you know you need. But anyways, he went ahead and gave me the medicine, the Benadryl, because you know Dilaudid makes you itch like crazy. And then they ordered the other sonogram, ordered the other CAT scan, and when I say this was like hours later. So from the point that I had that medication was about 6 o'clock, and then he came in and gave me the contrast to drink. That was like 6 p.m. I did not see, of course, a doctor again. I know they're busy. Maybe, you know, you're not really going to see doctors too much. I did not see a nurse. Nobody came in my room for over 3 hours. Nobody came in my room to check on me. And at that time, I'd been up to the bathroom, what, twice now? Oh, no, I went to the bathroom one more time and just readjusted, and my pain was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So I ended up, like I said, in that 3 hour span, I ended up pushing my call like 3 times. And when they took me down to the CAT scan, they brought me back at like almost 9 something. When they did that, I asked for my transport. Can you please find me a nurse? Because the lady that answered the call, I said, oh yeah, I'll tell your nurse. Oh yeah, I'll tell your nurse. And the third time, I'll tell her as soon as I see her, I'm going to send her in to you. But you see all these other people walk in, and of course, y'all done had shift change. So y'all done had 2 hours since shift change that you would figure somebody would come in and introduce themselves. Somebody would come in and check. Never happened. But she came in and gave me another dose of medicine, and that started to help a little bit. But like I said, by this time I've been moving and stuff like that, and I was just in agony. I can't lie, I was crying by that point. And this was like me being at the hospital for what, 9 hours already, or 8 hours, and it was miserable. It was horrible. But he came back in and said, you know, okay, so. And this is what the first test determined that just the quick in and out CAT scan, no contrast, nothing like that, said that, well, we see an ovarian cyst. And he moved like right on from that, and your appendix is inflamed. Okay, so in my head, and like I said, my mom made me go to the hospital because I was just gonna try and maybe I could take something, thug it out, lay down till 5 o'clock till I have to go get my baby. And she was like, no, you're not, you know, I had a low-grade fever that morning too. And she's like, this looked like when I had appendicitis, you need to go and be checked and seen too. And when I say everybody that I texted and talked to and I was calling, I'm like, yo, I love y'all, everybody. I was not in a good set. I was just like so nervous and not feeling good. And it was just, I was just like, look, I love you. Don't... If you got a text, if you didn't get a text, don't mind that, because that was probably by the time that he said, you know, nothing to be too alarmed about. But like I said, he saw an ovarian cyst, and what he said at first was that, not to discredit this man, I just didn't care how he came in and was you know, his conversation at first, and what he was talking about was the Benadryl and the opiates and stuff. I didn't care for that. But I will say that I'm very appreciative of him redoing the test, ordering another test, just to be 1000% sure. I'm appreciative of that. But like I said, he said at first that the cyst wouldn't cause that type of pain so high and for it to be radiating and stuff like that. So that he wanted to look at, you know, my gallbladder or my appendix again. When he came back, then he said, well, yeah, it's probably just a cyst. The cyst is, you know, probably leaking out something, and that's what's causing the pain. And I'm just like, but didn't you just, you know, like a few hours ago over there, you hit, okay, whatever. I don't have to have surgery, but still my mom was like, okay, yeah, we'll take that. And then, you know, of course, my sisters were like, no, you need to tell that man, you need to tell him you need surgery right now. And the way I was feeling, I'm not that particular hospital too. I don't want to stay overnight there. I don't want to do it. Not that you're just all bad, but you never know what doctor you're going to get. You never know how knowledgeable your doctor is going to be on your sickle cell and how to treat that. Not saying that they haven't gone through enough schooling and stuff like that, but, you know, anyways, yeah, like I said, that's what happened with that. And I'm out of breath. My pain when I got home was still kind of crazy, but I guess I slept and didn't move and all that stuff long enough. I took something before I went to sleep, and like I said, it's 1:44 now, 1:45 now, and I just had to take something else. So I'm not dying. Hopefully, but I do know if I get that intense, crazy pain like that, and this is what I want all sickle cell people to know, just because the doctor has discharged you, one doctor has discharged you, and they gave you their diagnosis, you know what's up with your body. If you start feeling that pain again, do not trust the fact that, oh, this is something that's going to resolve on itself. Oh, this is something it's going to be okay. Let me just ignore it. Don't do that, because in my mind, my appendix is still inflamed. Yes, you gave me anti-inflammatory medicine for that and the cyst, but I've seen people die from this. I've seen people get septic, get very, very ill. This is not something that I'm going to play with. And yes, I am going to get a referral for a different thing for, y'all see my port? I still got the bandage on there. But I'm going to get a second opinion and a referral. You know, I go to see my hematologist tomorrow. So I'm not playing a waiting game, you know, because I definitely don't want to have no spirit of fear, and I don't want to have any kind of, what can I say? I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to live like, oh my God, is my appendix gonna burst? Is this cyst gonna burst the next day? Am I gonna be sick? Is it gonna take me out? I don't want to live like that. But I'm very hyper aware of my body right now, and some get to feeling wrong, back up the street. My car is still there. I need to go get my car. Maybe not now, but later. Okay, anyways, this is already a 13-minute video. Do I want to put this in here right now? No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this other video later, and I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what it's about. It is going to be about misconceptions of people with sickle cell, definitely. One, misconceptions of people, no, not just sickle cell. I'm not even gonna limit it to that. This is gonna be about misconceptions about people, young people on disability, period. Because there's a lot of folks who sit and think that we just sit at the house sipping tea and eating bonbons all day, sleeping through the day, and that is not at all true. So yeah, I'm going to make that video probably when I'm feeling a little bit better. Alright everybody, hey, y'all know how I end my videos. I'm sorry I ended it like that, but I forgot to say, let me see, what am I gonna say? Be healthy, be positive, stay out of the hospital, and I will see y'all next time, okay?